Hello guys, welcome to a new workout for the CHIEFS of ice. I'm gonna go through a leg workout today with you guys, but first I want to give some explanation about how to exactly gain muscle. From a physiotherapy standpoint, there's three ways to gain muscles. The first one is mechanical tension, and you can either get that through mechanical exercises where you put a lot of weight on your body, or to the tension part, and which means you put your body in awkward positions with resistance bands, etc., and you create a lot of tension where the muscle is not used to go to. Then the second one is metabolic stress. Metabolic stress is created physiology in your muscles. So it means actually the blood flow that's going through the muscles. You can get that by doing a lot of repetitions, which you see a lot of people do in the gym, or by constant tension on the belly, the muscle belly of the muscle. For example, a bicep movement, the normal overload exercise would be a lot of weight and then pause when you go down. And metabolic stress exercise would be that you take a lighter weight, but you keep constant tension and you don't stop throughout the movement because you're not tight enough. Then the third one is actually muscle damage that occurs all of the time, and it mostly happens when you recuperate. But also you can focus on the recuperation by doing a lot of negative movements, which means movements where you most of the time go back down or on the way down. For the bicep movement is the eccentric movement, where the muscle becomes longer. This creates a lot of little more microtears in the muscles. These tears are the muscle damage we want, and then these tears are gonna regenerate, and that's the way the muscles grow. Okay, so now this explanation was needed because of the lockdown. In the lockdown, it's hard to get a lot of weight and to get a lot of tension. So the first ideal part of gaining muscles is the progressive overload, and it's not possible right now. So we're gonna focus on the last two, and that's the muscle damage and the metabolic stress, because we're gonna work with a lot of time under tension, so we create a lot of tension on the muscle. And also the negative part of the movement is really important now, so we can gain or maintain our muscles as well as we can do with the overload exercises. Okay, then for the first drill, I have here my list so I can take up and I don't forget anything. For the warm-up, we're gonna do some high knees, just some dynamic movements. So the first ones are high knees like this for 1 minute, then high kicks for 1 minute, just to get your muscles stretched a little bit and moving a little bit. Also jumping jacks are really good. And then the squat touches I did in my last touch, squat touch, okay? So that's the warm-up. It's a 4-minute warm-up, it's not that long. Then the first exercise we're gonna do after this is the Cossack squats. You basically go in a wider stance where you feel comfortable, don't go all the way out. You go down on one leg, put your trunk towards the back, knee in the front, and you put all the weight on one knee. Go down as low as you can, and then towards the other side. The thing is, with this exercise, it's a tempo Cossack squat, so you have to do it really slow, negative, really slow down, really slow up. You use your whole body weight, so it's a pretty tough exercise. Also stability. All my weight is in one leg. This one is basically not using any weight, okay? Sideways angle. Weight is in the back, okay? And do them slow, okay? For some extra weight, of course, if you need some, if you feel like it's too easy, you can always use a backpack with some books in it, stuff like that, okay? For the second drill is a superset, so we're gonna do 2 exercises right after each other. The first one is a regular tempo squat. You do these 3 times 12. So a really slow regular squat, go as deep as you can. A little bit wider stance and shoulder width, and you go back up. The part where we focus on again is a really slow negative, 1, 2, 3, and up. Really slow. Go a little bit more forward so you flex your quadricep muscles, okay? 3 sets of 12. then immediately, so you do one set of 12, you immediately go to the tempo Bulgarian split squat. What's a split squat? It's where you do a lunge, but instead of lunging and putting all your weight in your front leg, you stay in the middle and you go down with your knee next to your foot. But the weight is in the middle, okay? So like this. You do it 12 times each leg. So the basic part of a superset means that after we done a regular tempo squat, our legs are already a little bit tired, then we go into the Bulgarian split squat. You see I'm not leaning in my front leg, I'm using both legs. You do the other leg 12 times, and then you go back into the regular squats, okay? That's the first superset. Then we go up to the third exercise. It's not a superset because it's hard enough already. It's a heel elevated pistol squat. A regular pistol squat would be like this. Put your leg in the front, stabilize the other leg, go down really slow, and then back up, okay? The reason why we put it on a heel elevated position is to put more emphasis on the hamstrings and the glutes, okay? Really important muscles throughout ice hockey, okay? Sideways angle, flex your glutes, hamstrings, go down really slow and back up. Go as deep as you feel comfortable with. The important part is the tempo, okay? Then the fourth exercise is again a superset. For this one you will need a little chair or something to lean on, okay? I'll show you like this. It's a single leg hip thrust. Okay, so you put your shoulders on the edge of the chair, like this. You go up against it, you straighten one leg, and you go down like this. Okay? It's pretty hard on one leg already. If you want some extra weight, you put the backpack or the weight you have on top of your belly, not on top of your legs, okay? Make sure you keep your back straight because it's also a stabilizer for the back. And you push up, make sure the foot is not touching the ground and it's always higher than your knee, okay? As the first exercise of the superset. Then the second one is a regular lunge, 3 times 12, lunge position. So instead of the split squat, the lunge, your foot is almost directly behind the other. Okay, and all the weight is in the front leg, so this foot can go almost off the ground, okay? This is the regular lunge, 12 times, alternate. This one, really flex your glutes. When you're doing this movement, lean into your front leg, okay? Use the outside muscle of the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. Keep your back straight, core nice and tight, okay? 12 times. Then, so this fourth exercise again was a superset. So you always do the single leg hip thrust on the chair. Then you go into lunges. So you pre-exhaust your hamstrings and glutes with this exercise. They are already tired, and then you'll use them to have a burn when you do your lunges, okay? Then again, and then again the lunges, then again the hip thrust, and then again the lunges, okay? 3 times. Then the fifth exercise now is a curtsy lunge, okay? It's like a crossover in ice hockey, like this or like this. We put even more emphasis on the glutes, okay? So crossover, you go down like this. Make sure, especially with this exercise, all the weight is in the front, okay? The knee is going a little bit outside, that's okay. No, never let it go inside like this, that's not good for the ligaments, okay? But you go down like this, a lot of stress on the knee, on the glutes. Don't put too much weight or pressure on the back foot or the knee, okay? Again, I'm almost not leaning on it. All my weight is in the front, okay? Get a good stretch. and a good extension, okay? So this was the 5th exercise. You do just 2 times 10, 2 sets of 10. You do, and you keep going on each side. So you do 10 this side, 10 on this side, okay? Then the 6th exercise is kind of a burner because we're almost done. Okay, it's knee dips or knee drops. It's actually like a quadriceps extension. But then when you go down and up, you stay like this. So you make a T pose like this or like this. You lean back and now you go down with your knees and you go back up. It's a knee extension, okay? The reason why we put our weight in the back is to not injure our knees or to put too much stress on the knees, okay? This way, it's way easier. Here, there's too much weight in the front. Don't go past the tippy toes, is what they always say with squats. So same thing, now I incline, decline, go down and back up. Okay, it's a difficult exercise, so try to keep your balance and then extension. Okay, that's it. That's the only drill to emphasize the quads a little bit more. Okay, then the 7th and last exercise is a calf raise. Again, for these exercises, our calves are used to let us walk around all day, so they're not, this is really easy to do a simple calf raise. So again, you can use a backpack for some extra weight. I suggest you get a hold of something to get a little bit more stability. You cross over one foot and the other one you are extending. Make sure, because it's the calf, it's used to have a lot of tension already during the day just by walking around, because it's holding your whole body weight the whole day, okay? So you need to really focus on the tempo on your calf muscles. Really go up really slowly, overextend a little bit, and then go down really slow. Time under tension is really important, okay? You do this 15 times each leg, 3 times each leg, so 3 sets of 15 each leg. That's it. Okay, so now the workout's done. Make sure you get in a lot of proteins. If you need some extra weight, use a backpack. For the raised, the elevated pistol squats, you can also use